We got another egg. I'm not sure if she laid it this morning or if she laid it last night. I would assume not last night because I did not see her lay an egg yesterday, so I'm assuming she skipped one day and laid one more. So this is now 4 eggs, and they are turning definitely a more green color, but they're so pretty. I'm so excited. I have a egg turner, not egg turner, the egg wheel things coming so I can put her eggs in them and they'll look all pretty on my counter. Stay. Look how good the mint is looking though. And these tomatoes have perked up really well. I'll plant these next week. This banana pepper needs to come out. I have so many. This plant has been really prolific. We've been eating on these for about a month now. I think baby bell peppers may be just about the cutest thing ever in my garden. That is so precious. It's so tiny. Eggplant looking phallic as ever. I can't believe how big it's gotten. Sorry, no pun intended. Die pests. I'm going to feed you to my chickens. Ew. I have neem oil coming. Let's see if they'll be smart enough to eat it. Oh. Nope, not smart enough to eat the caterpillar. So I tried the 3 sisters planting method, which is squash, corn, and beans, and going on late in the summer, it seems to be working, but I definitely would change up how I was planting these because this is a hot mess up in here. No, I don't think I'm gonna get one single yellow squash. They all are rotting and getting like gnats and nasties in them before they even get past this tiny baby squash stage. Not one of my yellow squash has gotten big enough. They've all rotted. I don't understand what's because on the other hand, my zucchini just is ridiculously prolific and I've just gotten so many off of it. But the yellow squash, I was about to say these ones over here look good, but like these have the nasties in them too. Something's like burrowing into them. What would that be? You guys, help. All right, I want to talk about these wasps. They are caterpillar eating wasps, and as he's crawling around on my milkweed, you would think, oh, this is such a horrible thing to have. But at the same time, that caterpillar that I just picked off of my tomato plants is something this guy would eat. So while it sucks that I'm gonna have some monarch caterpillars get sacrificed to the wasp gods, they are keeping, I have several of these wasps, they are keeping the caterpillars on my garden down. As soon as the caterpillars that showed up on my basil started destroying that in the bottom half of my tomatoes, I picked them all off, and not kidding, 3 days later the wasps showed up and the caterpillars are gone. Like, it's pretty impressive. So some good, some bad, but I'm gonna take the wasps for right now. So I've got a couple strawberries coming in. I believe this variety is called evergreen strawberries. They're supposed to bloom all year round because we are warm enough here, so we'll see how many we get throughout the summer. I only have 2. I had one more and it died, so maybe I'll get more strawberries eventually. just cleaned up is messy again. But this is what I made with the leftover pie dough. These are just like, I put some sugar on the pie dough. I've got some more over here. These ones look much nicer because they are from the first roll up, but those will just be little pie dough cookies. Very yummy. Several hours later. For some reason, I came down with a weird headache, like crazy bad headache. So I took a nap while my son took a nap. And I'm gonna do a side note on the chicken pot pie. I should have softened my carrots. I've never just added straight carrots into one of my pot pies before. I've always just done either a can of veg-all or frozen vegetables. And so I didn't think about it, and all of the carrots that I put in there just did not cook in that amount of time, so they were crunchy. So if you want to add extra vegetables, just soften the carrots before you put them in there, because even the 45 minutes that the pie is baking isn't enough time to cook the carrots all the way through. We are about to put the bunnies on the yard for the first time. Very exciting, but I do want to point out that these little cinnamon sugar cookies that you make with the leftover pie dough are fabulous. So yummy. Such a good use of pie dough. What do you think? Are they yummy?
That was incredible.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of your cookie though? Is it yummy? No response? Okay. This is why you have to make sure your rabbit's nails are clipped. She just ripped a hole in my shirt. That is actually what we had been planning to do. Didn't we? Were we gonna cut Nightingale's nails? Mm-hmm. But I did not have on my jacket, and she went right through my shirt. Oh well, it's fine. But I do need to cut her nails still. This is the first time these babies have been on grass. We're super excited about it. And Noah is so happy that they're finally big enough to be on the grass and in here. And Zoe is like, my friend Nightingale's here. She's actually smaller than her. It cracks me up. Hi, Mama. A little too small to be in here because they can fit. Okay, go get a screwdriver. They can fit through these little hatches in the fence. And this is just a did you get a screwdriver? Nice. You gonna fix it so they can't get out?
Damn. All fixed up.
All fixed up. They can fit through these little slats, so I have to keep a really close eye on them that they don't just like bolt out, which they would be okay. I would just have to catch them. They generally want to stay by their mom. Did you just toot? Ew. Too easily through those cracks, so I put them up and let Nightingale stay out here on the grass, and she's like so happy about the fact that she's home. I'm going to replant these guys in this back corner because it was told to me by Google that these plants will do fine in partial shade. There's plenty of heat and they do get some sun, so I think this back corner will look really nice if it'll all fill out with these beautiful birds of paradise. And then my chickens can't keep attacking. Look at these crazy bright yellow roots that I had to cut. This is crazy. I got this one planted here. As it turns out, planting anything right next to a tree, it's really hard. Actually, I already knew that, but, and then, careful. I planted this one here. I'm gonna wait a few days to trim these leaves off. So that way it doesn't shock too bad from transplanting and then, and also trimming its leaves, but I'm hopeful that these will do pretty good right here. You are all muddy. Section of my garden is a hot mess. While some stuff is doing okay, they're really just not going well. So I'm gonna be doing some research tonight and seeing what I can do, because right now it's not producing what it should, and I'm considering ripping everything out and replanting stuff that I know will do okay in the heat for the summer, like okra, and we'll just eat okra because this one okra plant is growing. Sadly, not more growing because there's just such a big sunblock on either side because I didn't think properly about planting. So we'll see what happens. The issue I'm having, like, they're just bored out from the in. Like, the bugs are getting in from the blossom end and they're, yep, just destroying them. I trimmed, all of this area was rotten, so I trimmed off this stuff. So I have a healthy shoot for the squash, but it's just not producing stuff that's viable. Well, like, it's viable, but then stuff's just attacking it and it's making the plant sick. You can't have the snippers. So I just don't know what to do. Okay, so I think the best bet is just to walk away from it right now before I hack it to death. I'll do some research and kind of figure out what I should do next, but I'm kind of thinking I might pull everything and just leave the one zucchini that's doing really well, that the bugs aren't attacking, and then replant just like this whole section with some okra. And hopefully we get a good harvest off of that. You're gonna do magic tricks?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is my sign off for today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come back with a plan of attack and we'll figure out something to do with this bed. Maybe I'll do teepees with beans because we have enough time for the beans to get going and then they'll do okay in the heat. When it starts to get warm, I don't know. I'm gonna have to rethink some stuff.